It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Bears. All that and more coming up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Week one of a new NFL season. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis back with you for another year from the booth. And Charles, these San Francisco 49ers last postseason, remember they were a 6th seed, came within one quarter of getting to the Super Bowl. Quite a story, and it certainly creates a lot of optimism as they begin a new season today against Chicago.
And how about the amount of franchise talking to the and proudest teams in the entire league, let alone the NFC. And how about their all-time series? It's tied wins each, one tie. And how about this? They've all wins the last 7 meetings. Should make for a nice bet.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we go. Soldier Field. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Decision to bring it out, ends up Goodrich. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes tries to do too much instead of just throws that are available to him, and it can get him into trouble.
Wentz first play going right to the air. Pressure, and he's down. A big Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of look, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. And this one almost intercepted. Now throw there, nearly an opening drive, INT. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In need of 6 yards to move the. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Action here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's just going to be short here. Maybe half a foot. Within inches.
It's become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Will Fuller back deep to return. This is taken at the 15. A 40-yard, 5 yards on the return, and the Bears over. So out comes this offense over for the first time. And they'll be Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And they'll begin by the option. And they'll blow that one up back at the 6-yard line. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds. Well, that never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they continue to run the option like this.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mariota. Open man with Bourne. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the Mariota. Complete to Will. And he will have the Bears down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
First down throw, Mariota. That's Bourne, and they'll get 42-yard line.
From their point, this game could not be starting out much better. Force a punt on defense, and now they're on offense.
Crisply, I like it. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go. That's a heck of a...
Yeah, and I think where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that advantage early.
All around, this is Penny. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota going to run. And blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 4. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner. If you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you're in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So on there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year.
And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golf one up.
Throwing on first is Wentz. The hook up to Odell Beckham. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
There's less than 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL Draft, and here's one of them picking up the 1st down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season. There may not be a lot of playing time left for him.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stop here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit from here. Wentz. Yeah, this one taken in on the sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. And go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael. On a His first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Gets around him. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. A yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. It's Mariota. Fuller brings it in over the... And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Catch for him today, and it'll wind up 1st down.
The quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep moving field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll take out 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Describe that one. I'd say right down Broadway on that one.
Yeah, that might be something we see a lot of between today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far this afternoon. Sees a crease, it bursts through it for a solid.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Flush to his right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Second down, here's Penny, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards, that sets him up 1st. The first drive had they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry. Had to pump the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad Penny, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to play across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that was a pretty time-consuming drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taking it about the 1. No room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, it's Wentz. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Ebron caught left side.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Harold Landry. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wentz going to throw. It's caught by Aguilar.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Into the red zone, Wentz.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A carry now for McKissick. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners are going offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wentz.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
2nd down at 7.
He'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bears now ready to take over again.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Wentz. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
Oh, clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we checked on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. From the 27, Mariota finding Bourne here over the middle.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself, and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Wentz now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Mariota. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Wentz now on first down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Wentz going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Complete to Odell Beckham. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Elliott once more.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Mariota.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 35 on second down, Mariota. His throw incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing, Mariota. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. They'll run with Penny, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
A first down throw for Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On third down, Mariota. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The Folks kick is good.
And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
No field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. He juked him. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you don't become a two-time rushing champion in this league without being able to shed some tackles, and Ezekiel Elliott does just that on this latest run.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down. But the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Wentz. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Draw play, Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota quickly into the hands of Fuller.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Open man is Bourne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Mariota to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Mariota again. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Mariota finding Bourne here over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Bears!
Jalen Tolbert.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A give to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.